should calm down. And then I'm overthinking everything about you.
Hey happy homemakers, welcome back to my channel. Today's video, I'm going to just be doing a little bit of cleaning around here. We have been iced in all week. I want to say snowed in, but it's because of the ice. The roads have been covered in ice, so we've been stuck in this house since Monday. It's Friday afternoon. My husband just went back to work today. The girls were out of school since Monday, so like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, no school. So it's been an interesting week. Basically, I was just saying that the week was a little bit interesting because we weren't prepared for everyone to be home all week, and so we didn't have anything planned, and it was kind of a boring week, but it also feels like weird to me to do my normal everyday tasks when my husband's home, because typically on the weekend I'm just enjoying my time with him. You guys have to let me know in the comments down below if you're the same way. It's almost like if my husband's home, I feel like I shouldn't really be cleaning house and doing things. So we kept up with our everyday stuff, and he actually helped me with a lot of stuff, which was very nice, but I didn't do some of the things that I would have done had he been at work all week and the kids had been at school. So on this day, I just needed to catch up on a few things that I had been putting off for weeks. This actually might have been put off for months. I don't know. I feel like this has been sitting on my dresser for 2 months. I had made a video quite a while ago where I was going through and decluttering some stuff, and I had put all of this stuff in baskets and then just left it there. I have been walking by that every day, dreading it, thinking about it, not wanting to take care of it, but here we are. I finally was doing it on this day.
It hurt, 'cause I'm not ready to give you my heart yet. Before I'm doing that,
I'm just showing you guys a few things that I found at the Dollar Tree. I'm actually kind of curious to try out this Arm & Hammer like foaming kids wash and stuff. And then I just got some drink powders. I typically drink plain water with nothing in it, but lately I've been feeling like I kind of randomly want a little bit of extra flavor without added sugar or anything. So I did get some of these Crystal Light packets to try out. I had all kind of different ones over the years, but it's not something I typically buy. It's been years since I bought anything like this, so we'll see how those end up tasting. If you're new here, I did want to introduce myself really quickly. This is something I've not been very good about doing, but I've been trying over the last month to remember to do this in every video. So welcome, my name is Christina, as you probably guessed. I'm married to my husband Aaron for 15 years. Together we have Lexa, who is 5, and Kinsey, who is 3. On this channel, you'll find lots of cleaning, organization, and decluttering motivation. All of my videos are super, super chatty. I'm making them even more chatty now than I used to. My goal is that you will clean along with me and hopefully feel a little less alone for your day, or maybe it'll make your cleaning go by faster. Whatever it does for you, I hope that you do enjoy it. Also, in about a month to a month and a half, we're going to be moving into a new house. You guys will have lots and lots of new organizational content as I organize that entire house. I'm super excited about it. I'm going to get it definitely a lot better than this current house is, because I knew this house was, the plan was to only be here a year, and so there were some things I didn't bother organizing. All of this stuff was just random junk from all over the house that had just gotten tossed in here, and then I found some acorns, and I was trying to show them to the camera, but I could not get my camera to focus, so I gave up on that. But that's what that was. I was trying to show you guys, oh wow, I found some acorns in here. I'm sure my girls picked those. But you know what, now that I'm thinking about it, I totally forgot we had brought some acorns inside to dry them out and try to grow our own oak tree, because we had tried to grow one last year, and our I think some squirrels may have dug them up, because afterward I read about when you're first starting a seedling and trying to grow like an oak tree or something like that, that you should cover it because squirrels will dig them up and eat them. And I think that's what happened to ours, because we waited for weeks and weeks and nothing ever sprouted. And I thought maybe it wasn't a good nut. I had like researched how to do it properly, but I didn't think about the squirrels eating them. And I think I ended up going back and digging up the dirt, and there was nothing there. So I think a squirrel stole it. So we might try again next year. In our old home years ago, our first house that we actually owned, Aaron and I had found some little saplings out of my parents' yard that were white oaks, and we had planted them in our backyard. And we lived in that house for 8 years. This was, before we had kids and stuff. I don't remember at what point we had planted them during our 8 years living there. They were about 3 or 4 years old, I believe, when we moved out. I could be wrong. But anyway, it was a few years of them being there, and they were really like 10 or 15 foot tall from like the little saplings we planted, and it was just so satisfying. So I thought it would be fun for the girls to watch like a tree grow or plant a tree. So I'm sure we'll do that in the future, maybe in our next house.
I lose my breath whenever I see you. You stole my heart. scattered colors. Like the moon needs the sun, we don't care about the others. You set my world on fire. You're my heart's desire. I just wanna love you, just wanna hold you, just wanna be with you till we grow old. Please tell me you'll stay or take me away. I want you for myself.
So here I am just trying to package up these little drill bit brushes that you guys saw me use in the shower, my deep cleaning shower video, and I was hardcore struggling. I could not get those to fit back in the box properly, but I finally figured it out, and then I moved on into the living room to go ahead and just pick up some of the girls' toys. They were actively playing with these toys, but they had ran upstairs and just left them down here, and I wanted to go ahead and start sorting through some clothes that had been gifted to my girls and also fold some laundry. So I didn't call them down from upstairs. I just picked them up myself and put them to the side, and the reason I did that is so that they could put them away themselves. Again, I didn't know which ones they were still playing with, but also I am trying to get them in the habit of picking up after themselves at least a little bit. So one of my husband's brother's sons had done a football training camp and come up to the area where we live because it was like a real quick weekend thing, but we saw them for dinner and they had given us some hand-me-downs for the girls. And so I needed to go through this box and see what was going to fit my girls and what things like basically we're going to keep and what things we're going to go ahead and pass on. And there were some really cute items. You'll see the girls' reactions to some of it. So I just wanted to sort through, see what was going to fit them currently. And then there's some styles that I just know my girls refuse to wear, certain types of materials and stuff. And so I wanted to go ahead and just pull that stuff out, separate it from what we, wanted to keep and all of that. So that's what I'm doing here, just sorting through all of these clothes.
I just want you, I just need you. I don't know what it is you do. I just want you, I just need you. I don't know what it is you do. I just wanna love you, just wanna hold you, just wanna be with you till we grow old. Please tell me you'll stay or take me away. I want you for myself every single day. You set my world on fire. You set my...
But I'm curious if you guys listen to podcasts, if that's something that you enjoy. A friend of mine and I are thinking about starting a mom podcast with just Christian mom topics and encouragement through scripture for motherhood. And I'm curious how many of you guys would be interested in listening to that. I think I'm actually just going to start a separate channel for it because YouTube is a great place to advertise a podcast, but then also it can be a video podcast as well. So I'm just thinking about doing that as something additional to this. I know I had started my history channel story podcast, and I really enjoyed doing that one, but that one was so much work that I knew it was going to take away from this channel, and I kind of had to decide if I was going to do that channel or this one. And I didn't want to lose the audience that I was kind of slowly starting to build up here on this channel, so I decided to keep this. But I feel like a Christian motherhood podcast would be a great addition to my content here, even though it'll be its own separate thing, but I could share it with you guys so any of you who are interested can go over to that channel and watch them or listen, whatever it may be. Oh, here's a video of Lexa getting excited about this dress. Lexa, look at your new dress.
Can I have a new dress?
New jammies for you.
I love it. What?
And look at your new jacket. That's a pretty, really warm jacket.
I love it. Thank you, Mommy. Did you buy this?
No, your cousins gave you that. So anyway, I had to leave that in there because she was so excited. When she saw that clip and I was playing it, she's like, that is not what my voice sounds like, Mom. I'm like, then I had to explain to her how everybody's voice sounds different to themselves and the reasoning behind that. I don't think she got it, but she kept insisting, well, you sound like yourself on the video, but I don't sound like myself. It was funny. She's not used to obviously hearing herself on a recording.
Well, that's for me.
You like that one?
Yeah.
So anyway, back to the Christian mom motherhood podcast situation. You guys will leave me a comment down below and let me know if that's something that you would personally be interested in listening to. And also, if it is, leave me some ideas for topics you would like to talk about. We're planning on talking about things like how to be a happy mom and enjoy motherhood, and ways to just get your joy back if you feel like you've lost it, if you're overwhelmed or lonely, all those types of topics that I feel like moms sometimes don't like to talk about because they feel like people are going to think that they either don't like their kids, they're miserable with their kids, or whatever. You have so many moms that just don't want to talk about anything negative because they don't want people to assume that they don't love their kids or they hate being moms or whatever. Like, it might negatively impact how people think about them, like with their kids, and it's nothing to do with their kids. We just go through a lot of loneliness, stuff like that. So you have two types of moms: a lot of us that don't like to complain, and then you have ones who do nothing but complain. And the ones of us who don't want to complain are like trying not to be like the ones who complain all the time. But I feel like there comes this gap where it's like, it's almost like you feel like you can't just say how things truthfully are. And sometimes motherhood is just difficult, and it's not a negative thing, it's just a truth thing, and it's not obviously always about your kids either. Sometimes it's just, again, the hormonal changes that we go through, and you might have been working full-time out of the home and being around friends and coworkers and having lunches out, and you go to being stuck home with screaming babies and you're not sleeping all night. And your life changes a lot when you go from just being like a married couple to being parents in general. There's a lot of changes that happen, and of course it's a shock to the system sometimes in the beginning. But anyway, you guys let me know what you think about that idea. I think it'll be a lot of fun, but we'll see. We're still kind of hashing out everything. I'm talking about it a little bit prematurely, but it's something I'm excited about, and I hope that it works out. So as you guys can see, I've moved into the kitchen. So this is the last thing that I am going to do on this day. It's a pretty short and sweet video. I'm just tidying up in here. I wanted to get all of these dishes unloaded, reload the dishwasher, and then get everything put away. This was a Friday, like I mentioned earlier. Here I am talking to Kenzie's imaginary friend on her phone. But anyway, I just wanted to get this done so that we could go out for dinner this Friday, because we had not left the house since Monday, and we were all feeling a little stir crazy. Like I said, we had an ice storm here in Texas, and everything was frozen over. Law enforcement was asking that no one leave their homes, and obviously if we didn't have to leave, we weren't going to, but the roads were finally warmed up enough that Aaron was able to go to work on this day. And so I just decided that I was going to get some stuff done so that we could go into the weekend with a tidy home. And that's pretty much what you see here today, is basically all I got done.
Everybody has their job, 9 to 5, and getting drained. They settle for second best, scared to risk what the future might bring. What the future might bring. I hold my breath, waiting for someone to knock at my door, telling me there is more waiting for me. Whoa. If I love you harder than I've ever done before, oh, maybe I belong somewhere above the water. My lungs are tired from running for a long time. My feet got blisters, but maybe I belong if I love a little harder. If I love all the ways the world puts me to the test, if I embrace every fall, learn to grow and keep myself tall, would it hurt at all? I hold my breath, waiting for someone to knock at my door, telling me there is more waiting for me. Whoa. If I
watching this realistic clean with me. I know it was about half the length of what my normal videos are, but this was, again, just one of those days where I didn't do a ton, but I wanted to record, and I hadn't recorded this entire week with having my husband home from work and everything. So I hope you guys did enjoy it and got some type of motivation out of it for your day. Don't forget to comment down below and let me know what you think of the podcast idea. If you are new here and not subscribed, make sure you go ahead and subscribe, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Bye.